Inside of a completely inverted world, they've taken the glyphs of freedom, healing, and of course, feminine power, and turned them into fear spells. Because symbols bypass logic and speak straight into your soul. And if they can invert those, they can damn sure invert you. So, with one of the most heavily inverted symbols of all time, the swastika, its true origin was life force, sun, and creation. The swastika wasn't always a symbol of hatred. It dates back thousands of years as a sacred glyph. Life force, creation, solar energy. Used in Hinduism, Buddhism, and native traditions, it represented the wheel of time, the movement of the sun, and the eternal spiral of life. But the system took it, flipped it, and soaked it inside of blood. Now even seeing it triggers trauma. That's how you hijack a planet's memory. Hijack its symbols. Next up, the pentagram. It's not evil, it's actually the template of the divine human, with head, arms, and legs all in perfect balance with the elements. It mirrors Venus's orbit, the golden ratio, and even our own chakras. But flip it upside down and attach fear-based rituals on it, and suddenly the template of your own power becomes a demonic threat. And just look at what Washington, D.C. sits on top of. Not only inverted ley lines, but the inverted pentagram. This next one always gets people in a ruckus, and I don't care. Quit inverting what you think is so godly. It is so destructive. The cross originally meant a control spell and a soul split. So if we discuss it not from shame or fear-based dogma, but from sovereignty, the cross is not a symbol of salvation, it's a symbol of soul splitting. It was engineered to make you wear the weapon that they killed someone with, and then all of a sudden it's holy. It programs the subconscious to associate pain, blood, and guilt with love. And what's even worse is it traps your body into a 4-point energy lock, sealing your heart, crown, and root into submission. Worshipping through wounds is a control spell, and an inverted one at that. Moving into the all-seeing eye, this is supposed to represent clairvoyance and divine sight, but of course the system twisted it into surveillance, like the government is always watching you, which they are. But instead of the divine sight and your pineal glands and your inner knowing, they demonize the eye so you would never open your third one, which is your source vision. And then of course, the snake, which represents DNA, wisdom, and regeneration. The snake is one of the most ancient symbols of healing and transformation. It's encoded into the DNA spiral, in the Kundalini, and in the staff of Hermes. But they turned it into a monster. Because if you knew what snake energy really was, God forbid you might remember your own power. And to end, the English language itself is inverted. How did we know? So English is literally a spell-coded frequency. It's a trap built to invert truth. Here's just a few examples. The word to live is supposed to mean to be, but the inverted spelling is evil backwards. God, true meaning is source, and inverted, God backwards is dog, which represents obedience and reverse power. Cursive, supposed to mean sacred flow writing, is literally curse, if. Sentence, supposed to mean a phrase, and it represents a prison sentence. Spelling, writing words, but alas, casting spells. History, supposed to mean memory. His story. his story. Of course, mourning is a grief state. So of course, to start our day, we need to be in mourning. Parents, supposed to mean guardians. Parents, pay rents. Control systems. A job is supposed to be a purpose. It's actually Hebrew for persecuted. Who would have guessed? There are thousands. Weekdays. If you really pick apart the language, our best interest wasn't in their mind. So language is literal. The subconscious hears both meanings. Even speaking in the system takes discernment. And watch out for the I'm dead, oh my gosh, I'm deceased. All of these little trends, these phrases that go around are inverted spells. You need to be careful what you say. Anyways, some more examples for you guys. The triangle is supposed to represent the divine feminine. Horns is actually leadership and activation. Black cats are divine guardians. The Baphomet, duality integration. Dragons are ancient protectors. Fire is purification. Number 13 is the goddess code. The hexagon represents the light body. Spiral is the ascension map. Isis, the divine mother, womb, and resurrection coding. They told you to fear your own power. They inverted everything. But your soul remembers the truth.
Looks like you forgot, once again, how powerful you are.